Well, good day, everybody, and welcome to the Traveling Kilts podcast with your host, Jerry McPherson. This is a series where I like to take the opportunity to share important travel tips and travel stories with you. So, what do we have in store for today? Today we're going to take a look at cameras. Before we start, I have a disclaimer. I am not an expert when it comes to cameras. So to gather this information, I went to an expert. Okay, I went to a family member. Okay, I went to my daughter. She is a professional in the electronics field and took her time to share her expertise about cameras with me. Thank you, Jilly. Now, over my years in the travel industry, I have noticed that unless you are a professional or already are very knowledgeable with cameras, digital cameras are the choice for most travelers. So that is where I will focus. Digital cameras have been around for about 35 years and have the ability to take video or still photographs or both digitally by recording images using an electronic image sensor. Compact cameras are designed to be tiny and portable and are particularly suitable for casual and snapshot uses. For this reason, they are called point-and-shoot cameras. You can purchase one for as little as $75 for a basic camera and still have incredible quality. Here are a couple of examples. First, the Canon PowerShot 12.1 megapixel digital camera. It has a simple and slim profile. It has the ability to shoot beautiful 12.1 megapixel photos and razor sharp full high definition 1080 pixel video. The 24mm and 5x optical zoom lens gives you a wide range in zooming flexibility. It also has an array of additional features that helps you get creative and bring your photography to the next level. The second point and shoot I'd like to tell you about is the Canon PowerShot ELPH 530HS. It also has a very sleek and compact design. You will have the ability to take shots and video with a 10.1 megapixel high sensitivity CMOS sensor, DIGIC 5 image processor, and a 28mm wide angle lens with a 12x optical zoom. Okay, I wasn't sure what all that meant either, but apparently it's really good. There is also a built-in Wi-Fi that makes it easy to share your shots and videos with any device on your wireless network. If you are experienced with the use of a digital camera and are looking for a few more bells and whistles, then here are a couple of suggestions for upgrades. It was suggested to me, however, that if you are a first-time buyer of a camera, the following would probably not be your first choice. The Panasonic Lumix, Lumix 12.1 megapixel digital camera has the ability to snap professional quality shots. It's the size of your typical point-and-shoot camera, but it is loaded with DSLR-like functionality like its 12.1 megapixels, CMOS sensor, manually controlled, and interchangeable lens capability. It can also shoot footage in full high definition, while the 3-inch LCD offers a user-friendly experience similar to a smartphone. The other camera I found intriguing was the Sony Alpha NEX CK3B 16.2 megapixels compact system camera with 18 to 55mm lenses. It shoots like a pro with the Sony Alpha NEX C3KB mirrorless camera system. With a body as small as the typical point and shoot and swappable lenses, the NEX C3 gives you the best of both worlds. Aside from outstanding overall performance, the camera is equipped with incredible features like high definition video recording, sweep panorama, and auto HDR modes. The last camera I'm going to share with you is the Sony CyberShot TX55. It's 16.2 megapixel, full high definition movies, 3.3 inches OLED display, Exmor R CMOS sensor, backlight correction, 3D still image, and 3D sweep panorama. It is shorter than the iPhone and just a little bit thicker. Over the years I've tended to lean towards Canon cameras, but I think I might give this one a shot. It's a good idea to know your camera's battery requirements, and when traveling, have an extra one charged with you. Nothing worse than having an opportunity for a great shot or video and your battery die. Now, my daughter Jilly had a great rechargeable battery tip. It's the Panasonic NIMH. That's nickel metal. It sells for around $50 and gives you around 3 to 4 hours of straight shooting or 400 to 500 pictures before you need to charge. It's also a good idea to be consistent with your camera. By this, I mean get into a routine that when after finishing taking pictures or shooting your video, put it in the same place so you know where it is. Over the years, I have donated more than my fair share of cameras to airlines and hotels. I've always been upset when this has happened to me. Almost every time it's been my own fault. But in the last few years, I've noticed that whenever I lost a camera, it has brought a smile to my daughter's face when I told her I needed to buy a new one. I have one last tip for you. During the past few moments, I have shared with you some technical jargon that I totally don't understand. And I've mentioned that some of these cameras have amazing functionality. So when purchasing a new camera, I recommend you do read the manual so as to be able to take advantage of all it has to offer. I bought my last camera 2 years ago, and I made myself a promise that after recording this podcast, I'm going to take my camera's manual out of its plastic wrapper and read it, probably this weekend, or the next weekend. Okay, I'll get to it soon. I told my daughter I was going to do this, and she told me to relax. Instead, go to YouTube and look there on how to use the cameras. Sometimes the videos can be better than the manuals, easier to watch, and will include demos, tips, and other tricks. Well, that's it for today. If you have any comments, tips, or advice about cameras or any other stories, we would love to hear them. You can reach us and subscribe to the podcast at www.rhapsodytours.net. That's RHAPSODY tours.net. If you would like more information on the cameras mentioned today, click the Travel Needs and Accessories link on the home page and then click the Travel Tips Gadgets. You can also reach us on Facebook at the Travel Tips page or on Twitter at Rhapsody Tours. In our next podcast, we're going to take a look at iPads and iPods. Until then, have a wonderful day. The Traveling Kilt podcasts are a division of RhapsodyTours.net.